Alright, question 4. So the mbuzo, it doesn't have any statement, any diagram. So state Newton's law of universal gravitation in words. And most likely, every time it moves a definition it sees of a certain law, most likely you are going to apply law. But okay, so when I'm mbuzo. Alright, Newton's law of universal gravitation in words. Alright, so Sir Isaac Newton was a scientist naye owathi ngelinye ilanga wabona iaphula liwa esihlahleni because of no reason nje walibuka hawu lawa wase kwayibuza liwelane la aphula kwenzakalani kulona, what happens to the motion of lelo aphula lelo, why liwe, and then ukuthi izinto before kwele la aphula zayingabi cha zaziwa izinto everyday yangithi just as normal njengamanje. But umcabango wokuthi why ziwe izinto wengakaze abe nawo na ukuthi akekho omunye umuntu okwacabanga ngaloko before. Alright, so wayesabona ukuthi shuthi kunento edonsa nje wonke ama objects towards the center of the earth, ngoba yonke into evela inyuke ivela iyehle. Waqala lapho ke wathi everything that must go up must come down. Ngisho ngaphosa ipen I mean lizonjani lizobuya lize ezandleni zakho, uyaliphosa libuye, uyaliphosa libuye. Ngisho uyalijijela at a certain distance lizogcina selehlile kodwa lifike phansi, uyabo. Alright, so wayesebona ukuthi ama masses of these two objects, remember the objects, it is the earth naleyo nto leyo that always comes back to earth. Uyayizindele kune relationship between le force le ebadonsa ndawonye nama masses. Yes, and kune relationship between I distance between bona. Uyayizwa lento leyo. Alright, so wayesefika ne law ethi esebenzisa iformula ethi F is equal to G m1 m2 all over r squared. Inji I law mathematically uma sikhuluma ngekwe math into siyaziyo ukuthi the force is directly proportional to I product yani yama masses, futhi I force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the centers. Asambe soyichaza ke lento le ngisayibhalile mathematically, but they said in words. Yabo? So we chaza kanjena ke mawuqala asitale sisho before siyibhala. Okay, so mayiqala ithi each particle in the universe attracts every other particle with a gravitational force that is directly proportional to the products of the charges, or in this case ama masses, to the products of the masses, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. Yini Newton's law of universal gravitation in words. Siphinde fluently manje with no mistakes. Each and every particle in the universe attracts every other particle with a gravitational force that is directly proportional to the product of the masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. So, what do they mean? F is directly proportional to the products of their magnitude, but also F is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. Alright. Before nje asiyasichaze le. Ngake sithi we have the objects la ethize at a certain distance away from the earth. Now the object. Yabo? So there exists a force of F of Fg, a gravitational force between the center of the earth and the center of this object. Ukhuluma ngalo uthi this force is directly proportional to the product of the masses. Okusho ukuthi whatever happens to the masses happens to the force, which means into affects a mass, it affects a force by the same way. Ngenani or multiplication factor efanayo. Okusho ukuthi if you double the mass, you double the force. You triple the masses, you triple the force. It's directly proportional. Whatever happens to the masses happens to the forces. But FG aphinda benjani? Abe inversely proportional. Inversely uhamba nani? No opposites. Which means whatever happens to the distance, to the square of the distance, is the opposite of what happens with gravitational force. Which means i-distance uma inyuka kwenzakalani? I-affecta ini i-distance. Ngonyuka kwe-distance ukwehla kwe-force. Ukwehla kwe-distance unyuka kwe-force. Okusho ukuthi uma esondelene ama-objects, i-distance incane, izoba nkulu i-force ezobadonsa bahlangane. Njengokubona komayibutho. Omayibutho uma besondelene benza njani? I-force of attraction between them iba strong. Kodwa the time ubaqhelelanisa kakhulu, i-force of attraction between them iba weak. Okusho ukuthi i-proportionality enjani leyo? Inversely. Ngobani? Lonto ekwenzeka kwi-distance kwenzeka i-opposite kwi-force. Kanti uma sikhuluma nge-product yama-masses nani ne-gravitational force kwenzeka into efanayo, which is why bethi i-directly proportional. So kuyo yonke lento le esesiyichazile asambe soyi-state ngamagama manje, because ba-specifyile bathi state Newton's law of universal gravitation in words. So asiyichazeke manje ngamagama. So remember kunamagama abalekile because different textbooks asebenzisa ama-definitions angafani, but umqondo or the meaning behind lo definition is still the same. Okusho ukuthi asiqale each Alright, so each particle in the universe attracts every other particle with a gravitational force that is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square r squared of the distance between between their centers. Stop. Uyawuthola uphelele ke u2 marks. Ukusitshela nje ukuthi each particle in the universe attracts every other particle with a gravitational force that is directly proportional to their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. Uma bethi directly proportional to the product of their masses. Uma bethi product, they mean you multiply. You have to multiply. Product means times. So it is directly proportional to each product yabo, not each of them individually. Asembe umbuzo olandelayo. Alright, question 4.2. Iwuthuna ke imbuzo under question 4. 4.1 bekade siwenza wa 2 marks and no 4.2 ka 5 marks. Wangibhalanga la ufaka nje la 5 marks lo esidila na. Kuthiwa a communications satellite of mass 1,500 kilograms moves in a fixed orbit around the Earth. Earth exerts a force of magnitude 10,500 newtons on the satellite in order to keep it in the specified orbit. Calculate the distance in kilometers of the satellite above the surface of the Earth. Ayezame nje uthi ngikudwebele lento le. So let's just say nansi yini lena. This is Earth. And then nayi i-satellite ethize ngikwazi ukuyidweba asithime kanje lo satellite. So lo satellite, it is at a certain distance r away from the center of the earth. Yabo? Kodwa ke we know ukuthi kusuka la uze la, this part yonke le is your radius of the earth. Bakunikeza as 6,38. But ke kwisibalo sakho wena you will include the radius and this distance as one distance. And then i-answer yakho uzobe usususa lo, kusale lo. Noma ususe lo, usale lo. It's up to you. Yabo? So we know lana ukuthi u-ME la. But ke the mass of the satellite, mass of the satellite izobobani ke yona. But 1,500 kilograms. 1,500 kilograms. Bayasitshela from the statement. And then basitshela ukuthini futhi Earth exerts a force of magnitude, gravitational force le FG ulingana nobani 10,500 newtons. Lokho kubhalwe ngo-orange, you get it from in data sheet yakho at the end of the question paper yakho. Alright, so but as calculated the distance between the earth, the surface of the earth, sukela nje la uziyofika kuyona leyo object, leyo satellite in this case, that distance iyona abayifunayo. Yabo? And remember ukuthi the gravitational force is inversely proportional to the distance. Angithi the square of the distance. So yini esizoyenza ke manje? We will erase this diagram because into yokuchazela wena ukuthi kwenzakalani le. And then we will use a formula, yani Newton's law of universal gravitation, to calculate the distance between the satellite and the surface of the earth. The surface of the earth. Uma bethi the surface, what do they mean? They mean sukela kwi-earth la ngaphezulu, la sihleli khona thina phezu kwawo umhlaba. Hayi mawuya phansi uziyofika kwi-center of the earth, the earth's core. No, kusukela kwi-surface, which means sukela nje la sikhona nathi unyuke uziyofika kuyona leyo satellite. It is orbiting, okusho ukuthi njengoba ngithe i-earth le, and then i-satellite ila. Uma bethi it is orbiting a certain distance, asithi leyo distance u-d, which means iyaraunda umhlaba kanje kuleyo orbit, which means noma wasuka la uze la side distance efanayo, noma wasuka la uze la u-d, noma wasuka la uze la u-d, iya orbiter. It circles the earth, it revolves around the earth at a certain distance. Ileyo distance ke esifunayo ukuyibala ukuthi yuba, siyazi vele ukuthi in radius of the earth lesuka nje la eza to the earth's core basi u6,38 times 10 to the power 6 meters. Sasifuna lena ke le esele ke thina iyona lesifunayo ukuze senze njani sikwazi ukuthola ukuthi should the satellite is amameter amangaka away from the surface of the earth. But ke bathe answer yethu bathe in kilometers. I-answer wena uzoyithola in meters. So therefore kuzomela uyi-divide ngo-1,000 qala as your final answer, which is why it is 5 marks. But again, so wenza igcinini ke lo nasiyenza yobani. So i-diagram, remember ukuthi ngithe ngidwebela wena ukuze u-understand njengoba ngize ngichaza. Wena uma usuqala usiyophendula wenza njani? First things first, ubhala i-formula yakho. F is equals to G m1 m2 all over r squared. Imaki lokuqala leli. And then you substitute konke okwaziyo. Konke okwaziyo. Siyamazi u-F nangu. It is 10,500. Basitshelile kwi-statement. So 10,500 is equals to u-G. It is a constant. Unikeziwe kwi-data sheet as 6,67 times 10 to the minus 11. So 6,67 times 10 to the minus 11. Mass 1 as mass of the earth. So 6 times 10 to the power 24. Mass 2, obviously, mass of the satellite, 1,500. So divide kuba. R squared. So far R umkhulu kanje. So it's R squared. Why? Because in this R kukhona in. So in this R umkhulu kukhona i-radius of the earth plus the distance le esifunayo kahle kahle. So i-distance yesifunayo is actually equals to u-R lo esizomthola la minus any radius of the earth pair. Yabo? Let us solve for u-R squared. So asibuke njani? If isimenza i-substitute the formula kuzoba othi ngiyisuse nje kahle lento khona izobonakala u-r squared uzolingana nobani no angithi uzocross multiply la uma ucross multiply kuzoba f r squared olingana no g m1 m2 and then divide ngo-f so kuzoba u-g othi ngawubhala u-g ngifake ama-units so r squared kahle kahle ulingana nobani no 6,67 times 10 to the minus 11 multiplied by 6 times 10 to the power 24 multiplied by 1,500 and then some divide ngo-f which is 10,500 and then i-answer yethu sizoyithola sizoyifaka i-square root ungakhohlwa lo thatha i-calculator yakho and then uzoyifaka i-scientific notation uyifaka kanjani press shift press mode press 7 press 3 so 6,67 times 10 to the minus 11 into 6 times 10 to the power 24 and then 1,500 divided by 10,500. Sithola la 5,72 times 10 to the power of 13 bani meters. So by lo r squared lo. Shuthi kumele sifake any square roots. So faka square root on both sides kodwa ngithi uyazi. So square root izosinikeza 7,56 times 10 to the power 6 meters. Yabo? But ke sifuna bantu na le distance. So now sesiyazi i-distance yethu izoba ningi. Izoba u7,56 times 10 to the power 6 minus minus i-radius. Liyade ngisho sizoyikhipha nansi unikeziwe 6,38 times 10 to the power 6. So 6,38 times 10 to the power 6. Mese isinikeza baningi. So 7,56 times 10 to the power 6 minus 6,38 times 10 to the power 6. 1,18 times 10 to the power 6 meters. Yileyo distance leyo above the surface of the earth. But they specified batheni in kilometers. Okusho ukuthi answer yakho kuzomela senzeni si-divide ngo-1000. So now i-distance yethu our final answer is equals to 1,18 times 10 to the power 6 divided by 1000. Sithola lapho u1,18 times 10 to the power 3 kilometers. And then 5 marks wakho usuphelele usuyawuthola unje. As you can see, siqale sasolve for r squared. Angithi sabona ukuthi r squared phakathi ukhona ini i-radius of the earth ne-distance between the surface of the earth and the satellites. Okusho ukuthi njengoba sinayo i-radius of the earth asithole le distance epheleleke mase kuyona sizoyikhipha phela i-radius of the earth ukuze izosalani the distance from the surface of the earth uzuziyofika kwi-satellites and then sayithola i-answer yethu. But leyo answer yethu bekumele senze njani si-divide ngo-1000 qala ukuze si-expresse in kilometers ngoba siyazi ukuthi 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. Yayizwa into leyo iyona fact esisebenzisile ukuze si-express answer yethu sitholile in kilometers. So this is how you use Newton's law of universal gravitation. Njengoba ngikutshelile ukuthi bazokwenza njani bazokutshela ukuthi define something. Most likely uma ngithi most likely maningi amathuba ukuthi umbuzo olandelayo is based on lento kade uyichaza phezulu njengoba ubona bathe asiyichaza ngithi iqonda ukuthini manje back sesiyi-apply manje yabo and then now for 5 marks sesiyitholile i-answer yethu. If ukhona umbuzo ongawuboni kahle or ama-answer awaboni kahle or incazelo or anything else khuluma ku-WhatsApp, senda i-message. Mawufuna i-exam question paper sizokusendela WhatsApp ukwazi ukuyiprintela ube nalo kwi-file yakho every time udinga ulisebenzisa. Number 2, if you need any problem with homework or any practice problem obhizi ngayo uyakwazi ukuyisenda ku-WhatsApp. Senze njani thina mase siyaku-assist on how to answer, sikunikeza ama-guidelines azokusiza ukuze ukwazi ukuphendula and then you attempt it again with lama guidelines. Uma unenkinga we can explain further size sikunikeze i-answer and then from there on sikunikeze omunye umbuzo ozotest ukuthi ngempela ngabe uzwile yini. Asingu question 5.